It's Reid with my real estate note of the week. People are asking a lot of questions about buying homes with this coronavirus thing going on and what's going on with mortgage financing. So homes are still being financed, houses are still selling. Some of the big banks have tightened loan restrictions. The bigger banks, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, are doing nothing with a credit score below 700 or and 20% down. A lot of smaller lenders, mortgage lenders, smaller banks are still doing less down payment loans, and they are available. However, with a lot of the uncertainties in the market, with the not knowing the extent of this crisis, we are expect to see more of those restrictions coming up. The good news is the interest rates are still at extremely low rates. We're seeing them in the low 3% range. I've even seen them in the high 2%, which is pretty incredible. Those are like 30-year low interest rates. And what the lender is going to be looking for is what's your number 4 things. 1, what's your income? 2, what are your expenses? 3, what is your assets? And 4, your credit score. And so your income is pretty obvious, all your sources of income. Your expenses is what do you spend on your debts, your debt service, existing car payments, credit card payments, any loan payments that you have, child support. And then they're going to look at your assets, and that's money you have in the bank, stocks, investments, other real estate. They like to see you have some of that so that you have some assets to back you up in the event of a change. And then your credit score, which is basically your report card on whether or not you've been paying your bills on time. One thing that also has changed is they are following up on employment because so many people lost their jobs through this or had their hours curtailed, that a lot of lenders are doing a final check to see that you still have a job the day before closing of escrow. So that's just something to be aware of. If you're not sure where your qualifications are, I always recommend don't use all the online tools. Those are just guides. Call a lender, make application for a loan, and get a pre-approval letter from a lender. And if you need names of somebody to talk to, please feel free to give me a call. My contact information is here. Send me a Facebook Messenger message. I'm more than happy to connect you with a local lender who can work with you. Okay, everybody have a fantastic Whidbey Island day and get out and enjoy some of the beautiful weather. They're opening the parks back up shortly and maintain our physical distancing and stay connected with your friends and family. This is Reid Schwartz with the Craig McKenzie team at Keller Williams.